Morning. We're back again. We're back again for another video. It's been another long week. So today we're gonna finally we're gonna venture into Suffolk. Okay, I've been promising this for a while. So we're gonna head to Beccles today, and we're gonna have a look around Beccles and see what we can find. So come along, travel with me. Got the old cuppa. Let's go and take a look around Beccles. Well, I'm hoping this is kind of showing up. The sun's really all over today, but at least the sun's out. You know what it's like when we're normally filming, it's normally raining. Anyway, we're down the A146, and I go down this in the week, and it's normally bloody rammed, but it's really quiet today for some reason. I don't know why. We had really bad traffic around Norwich yesterday. So, but anyway, we're on the road, so I will as you know, I will see you in a few minutes. Right, so we've made it. Now we're going to go and look at the river and the boats and all that bit, and then we're going to kind of head into town and see what we can find from there. So before you start, I'm going to capture as much Beccles as I can, but we will be back. We will be back. So don't panic. Anyway, so we've come and parked in there. Now I think it says on the map and kind of Sea Cadets, so I'm guessing there must be something here. But I've gone in this car park, and just to let you know, we've paid just here. We have paid. You get receipt, and just to let you know, it's one of these on the app. Although to be fair, Huzzar, I think, or Huzzar. Never heard of that one. But it all works perfectly. No problem at all. Just click the old QR code. Do your payment bits, done. So yeah, it worked fine. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's go and take a little wander around and see what we can find. Now this is the start of our Suffolk journey, so we're going to be down here lots and lots and lots in Suffolk, and lots and lots and lots. There's lots to see. Obviously this is not my home county, this is the next one down, so I'm venturing in for Norfolk. So I've got to keep my head down. Anyway, yeah. So let's take a look. Like I said, there's loads and loads of lovely villages in Suffolk. We're going to take a look around. I know all the top end YouTubers and all that kind of thing, they like to go and do all the top. We're going to get lots of hits and the big tourist places. We're going to do them as well. We're going to do them. But you know my channel, we like to venture out into the places that the other YouTubers don't tend to go to. And I think we should capture and archive as much as we can. So let's enough of me waffling on and ranting. let's go and have a look on our start of our Suffolk journey. Now I've just opened this up for you. Start of our boat. And I'm literally not going to pretend I've got any idea or know where I am, but I just thought I'd show you this. Nice little quaint place. Just turn this around and have a look. But yeah, like I said, we'll I thought we'd start along the river and we'll work our way into town. I'm sure there's going to be some lovely places we can see here. Again, I thought I'd show you some of this spot. Reminds me a bit of Pot Higham, really. So we're going to venture a bit more down in a bit, but really nice and quiet this morning. It's what we just need for filming. Look at some of these boats. Really lovely to see. Right, so I've opened this up. We're going into town now. See, told you we're going into town. Look at this. I do love all this old stuff. I know it's all been converted, but we're still heading back down. Let's see what we can find. But we do love some old buildings. We've got more to come as we go. So yes, we're heading into town on one of the old back streets. Now, we've just left the waterway there. There is toilets and a lovely little cafe we just saw as we came. And what I'm gonna do, we're look at these. Definitely a boat in town. Right, we're gonna cut and weave and dodge all the way through as we go and see what we can find, but I just had to show you some of these lovely buildings, so I will do some photographs as we go, and yeah, let's see what else we can find. So we've now come up across another bridge that I wanted to show you. How clear that water is. You can even see all the vegetation in the water. So let's get to the top of this bridge, then we can have a look down. Obviously we've just come from that area, and obviously we're heading this way into town. Yeah, more boats. Really nice and peaceful. Right, so that's most of the bridges done. We're going to head into Old Town. You can see how tight and wavy it is. So it's we love all this stuff, don't we? Let's get it captured. But we do love, just to zoom this out a bit, got these old houses and how they're done. Obviously some been redone up, but it's always good to see. And again, well, we've got a nice quiet moment. Look at all this old stuff. Let me just zoom out a bit for you. Now we have got the blue sky with us today. Little miscellaneous door. But I do love all this old stuff. This is what we need to capture. Don't keep going to all these popular places. Let's capture and support our old places. Anyway, come on. My God, what a gem this is. Let me just turn this around. I've got to show you this bit. Look at all this old stuff. Love seeing all these old buildings. All been repurposed. There's so much history here. It's just incredible. Absolutely love it already. Still following the old river. But yeah, really love seeing all this old stuff. So this is what YouTube's all about, capturing and archiving. Anyway, let's carry on walking down. I literally could spend all day here looking at all this old stuff. It was absolutely wonderful and incredible. I love all this. I'm really sad like that, but I just love all the old architecture, and they just wouldn't build like this anymore. It's going to be a real shame when we don't have it, but let's capture it and keep it. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm sure some of my YouTube stuff will bore people, but we love all this old stuff. Look at it. I'll be filming this all day. Anyway, come on. Right, look at that lovely blue sky. Wow. This is what we need. None of this bloody rain. We just had absolute loads of rain yesterday. So I've just come from, I think it's Northgate Street. So we're heading up towards the church. We're going to capture the church. Don't worry, we always capture a church here. So if you want to see some of this old housing and that down there, it's and there's even more and more as I go further along. My God, this is again another photographer's dream. Look at this behind me, look. Wow, we're just missing the thatch roof. Anyway, let's carry on up. It's a bit hilly. You know, they say, oh, Norfolk's flat. Well, I suppose it's not Mount Everest, is it? But you know what I mean. So anyway, I love that little square where the buses were picking up from. And councils, pay attention. Don't change anything. Keep the old stuff. It's way better looking. Right, I'll turn this around. We're now heading up to the church. We'll do our usual sort of kind of church walk around, and then we'll take it from there. So we'll kind of start here, but I have noticed that the church is in two parts. Not quite sure what the history is on that one, but we've kind of got the main building. Then, as you can see, the bell tower is a separate building. But there, let's take a little wander up. Not quite sure what that's about. Lots of old graves, as you'd expect. We'll kind of try and keep this running, but quite interesting that it's two separate buildings. Let me just show you this from here. Obviously we'll go all the way up as we usually do. We do have a clock. I'm hoping the sun doesn't kind of get in the way, but there you go. Like I said, it is separate from the main building. We have got security mesh, but I'm not sure whether we'll get inside. We'll see what we can do for you. So that's obviously where we've just come from. So we'll do an angle and walk around this way. Very, very interesting, because we've got another separate kind of tower here. Not quite sure what that's all about. And it does slowly, the pathway slopes, and because we've got the river down the bottom here, we'll just show you what views we can. Looks like all are welcome. I do love it. This is really different from a lot of the other churches we normally look at. Look at that. At least we've been presented some lovely blue sky today. We'll just have a look around this side. Again, more security mesh, which is a bit of a shame, but we are going to try and have a look inside for you. There you go, there's a lovely photograph if ever I saw one. And obviously, as you can see, as it slopes towards where the river is. And again, as we overlook, now we're at the kind of far end of the church, some of the landscape here. I mean, you can really see why people come to live here and retire here and that kind of thing. Really nice, peaceful. We've got the river just behind these houses at the bottom. How lovely is this? Welcome to Suffolk. Right, we're inside. I think we're on our own, so we're gonna, before we disturb everyone else, we're going to have a quick wander around. I've got to show you this top altar stainless glass window. It's absolutely awesome. So, but really nice and quiet, lovely church, lovely well kept church. So anyway, let me turn this around and we'll have a look. So obviously that's the door that we come in, and I'll just do you a kind of a 360 sort of thing. Don't want to make you too dizzy, I'll do this nice and slow. But look at this. Obviously that window we'll go and have a look in a moment. I've got to get a photograph of that. But look at this, absolutely wonderful. Really good sized church. Oh, if you ever need 5 minutes of peace and just to have a little think, definitely come and pay him a visit. Like I say, there's no stained glass on that one, but what we'll do, we'll kind of have a look at the other end, because I've got to show you that. I just want to show you there's one bit I've just spotted here. Don't know the history of this one, just have a little wander. But these two heads they've got here, really hope someone in the comments can let us know a bit more about that, but I just saw that. Really interesting. I'm assuming that's a king and queen. I'm guessing, but I will leave you guys to let me know. And there you go. We're now at the outer end. I don't, for respect, don't want to step in any further, so we'll just zoom it in. But look at this window. That is amazing, the detail in that. And you do have to zoom this out slightly. And obviously you've got two other windows there as well. And some, as we go, just come around here, you've got more windows along the side here. We'll let's just see if we can have a quick look at them as well. Like I said, I don't want to disturb in these prayer areas. As we can see, another little prayer chapel area here as well. But I just have to show you some of these windows. Look at that. That is awesome. And like I said, the window at the bottom there, well, just to zoom that in a bit so you can see. Hopefully that should look okay on your TV. Okay, so that's the church done. We've got the gardeners in here at the moment, so I will leave them in peace and let them crack on. And we will carry on. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we'll carry on and venture a bit more into Beccles. Now, as we can see, we're a bit more into town. Like I said, I don't know any of these places at all. I really don't know Beccles. I've never even been in this far. Look at some of these buildings though. And the Swan House restaurant and inn. Let's just have another little shot of that. That looks like one of the older parts here anyway. Okay, so church in the background. We're going to take a little wander further along through, I believe it's the old town. Now, before I get the not too happy comments, I'm not doing that side of town today. Okay, so don't panic. But it's that's more of the modern part, and my channel's all about the walks and going through the old parts and enjoying it all while we can and while it's still here, you know, before certain authorities decide to change it. We won't say any more on that. Anyway, that's just I'm still carrying on down the street and I'm still amazed, and you can see the historic value of it. It's absolutely incredible. And like I said before, it must be a photographer's dream. Let me just See if I can cross here before I get run over. I don't know what it is, but this town seems to be full of BMWs. Not sure what that's about. Also, you've got a people with a few quid. Not me. And Audis. There we go, lucky buggers. Anyway, right, let's carry on down. I'm going to do one more photograph. Unfortunately, there's going to be lots of photographs in this video I'm going to capture as well. Don't forget we're doing this for archive, and it's just such an incredible architecture place to come down when you go down the old town part. So if you do come here, take a nice little stroll and wander through and have a look. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, enough of me waffling and going on. Let's get some more photographs and film done. And again, I've just done photographs down here, but look at this. I just love how stuff hasn't been well, not majorly touched. And we've got a few modern bits, as you can see, but we've mixed it in with some of this old stuff as well. And you know that when you get these narrow little streets. It's really great to see. Let's just have a look down. But look at that, look how narrow that is. Not exactly going to get a Lamborghini down there, are you? But again, doing another view for you. And look at this, if you got this property, and then you can look down onto where the boats are. Obviously that river goes all the way along. But again, what scenery, and great how stuff hasn't been sort of not touched at all. And again, sorry, I had to keep doing this and stopping this. It's just literally one older building after another. Some have been, like I said, repurposed and redone up. But I've got to keep showing you this architecture. It's absolutely amazing. Right, now we're going to carry on down this road because it's literally one gem after another, and I've seen something way in the foreground that I've got to show you as well. So I just love all this. Look at this. Like I said, there's certain streets in King's Lynn that are like that, and we've got a few other places as well. And I can also tell you off memory of the kind of short trips and time that I've done in Suffolk. There's loads of places like this, and we're going to find them for you. I appreciate they're not going to be the most popular for clicks and all that kind of thing, but we're not just doing this for clicks. I don't get paid for this, so we're doing this for the fun. And we're doing it for a bit of archive for you, because we love it. Anyway, let's it's kind of coming out of Old Town now where we're heading, so it's getting a bit more sparse. We'll just leave you that little view there. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And we'll carry on down. Like I said, I've just seen something in the foreground that I've got to show you. I'm not sure whether it's a church or a tower or something. And literally, like I said, I don't know this place at all. So I'll leave you guys in the comments to let me know. Anyway, we're up to Beccles District Museum. This is where we are if you want to map me. Anyway, let me turn this around and let's see what we can see from now. Now I've just opened this up a bit for you, and I just photographed that plaque, which obviously I'll put before we start filming. This is the District Museum. It looks all shut today, so we're not going to go in anyway. These kind of things we do if we're invited in. But I just want to show you, obviously we're carrying on down and heading up and more. Now I don't know whether these are modern places made to look old, but we do have some older places in the foreground as well. So, but it's just interesting how they've done it all. Anyway, let's carry on. Now this one on our little walk I've just had to show you. I've just done a photograph of this, but I'm assuming this is not one of these made to look old ones. I think this is that age, only because if I can show you here, I don't know whether that'll come out in the camera, you can see the wall there bowing out, and this does kind of happen on some of the older buildings, but it just looks really nice. Oh, wouldn't you love a house something like that? Look at that, 1654 it says on the door, so I'm hoping that's correct. I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know, but I just had to show you. Right, so we're here. It's another church. Do you know what? I looked at it from the outside and I thought that looked, as I was walking up the road, I thought it looked like a castle. And it's actually a church. I think this is a Catholic church. I will double check. I've literally only just got here, but I just had to show you this. No lie, from down the road that I was walking up, it just looked like a castle. I'll show you the bit I'm on about in a moment. Yes, so we're at St Bennet's Catholic Church. We're not going to go inside because it looks all locked up today, but I just had to show you. We've got nice tarmac paths all the way around, really nice and really good for people who kind of have mobility issues and who need assistance. But lovely kept church, really clean. But we'll have a little wander around. Like I say, I've got no information, knowledge on this at all. But we'll get round the back because there's just a bit I've got to show you here. Look at this. Let's carry on round. Like I said, really well kept church. Now, what I saw from the road is this bit here. If I could just show you up there, I'll do a nice little slow pan up. But how they've curved some of this, as you can understand walking down the road. And then I saw this bit here, just there, that looked like a castle. But really interesting. Oh dear, look at that. Let's carry on round. As you can see, really well kept, nice and clean, and we even have our little pigeon as well. Oh, a nice sit down at last. Right, well, it's nice and peaceful. We're gonna end, I think, here for today. Time's pressing on as usual. Time's already gone. I feel like I haven't been here long, and it's yeah, it's literally raced by. So Beccles, we will be back. I've such a lovely place, and I've got to come and have a further look round. But I think we'll call it a day today. If you do come here, check that old town. Have a nice wander through from where I parked at the, I think it's kind of Sea Cadets area or something like that it's called on the map. And then we took a nice, as you saw, stroll through the old town up to past the museum, up to St Bennet's Catholic Church. Again, I think I'll just capture a few more photographs because it is a lovely looking church. I didn't do further around the other side because the Catholic Church is built next to a school as well, which I believe is tied to the church. So we're not going to, obviously for obvious reasons, do any of that. So, and the best part's kind of this side, and you've really got to see it. And luckily we've got the sunshine today, and it really looks lovely. So yeah, but we'll be back, Beccles. I've got to capture more and more. And if you want to see some nice places where they've really not been touched since 1700s, I'm guessing, I'm not an expert, we're only here for the walks. I'm guessing, come and take a look. It's a lovely walk round. And I know you wouldn't know, well, next to a busy road. But yeah, anyway, enough of me ranting and waffling on. Yeah, come and take a look yourself. Come to Beccles, give them your support, and yeah, come and have a nice peaceful wander around and have a walk along the river. Right, I will catch you in the next one. Like I said, I love making these for you, but we do need your support as well. Cost free, don't charge, not going to be charging. Just we make these for the archive and enjoyment for everyone, which is why I go to the places where I'm not there for clicks, I'm there for doing my bit. So anyway, without further ado, I'll let you get your feet up for the weekend. I intend to, once I've got this edited and done for you. And if you can subscribe to the channel, it would be really great, and cost free, and it will really support my channel. It really help me as we try and build our little archive of East Anglia and other places. Don't forget, we're out of the country in a couple of months' time as well. So I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy, look after yourselves. Thank you, motorbike, and I will see you very soon.